All right, guys, it's that time to discuss what I'm buying this month. And there are some massive names on this list and some names that have not been on this list in a very long time, but are back once again. So I will give you those stocks specifically today, why I'm looking to buy them right now. And of course, there'll be a little bit of controversy because a lot of times you guys don't agree with my stock picks. So that's okay too. We'll talk about all that. Just make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype. Remember, these are just the stocks that I'm targeting right now today. These are the best ones in terms of where I place valuation on the stock, how they kind of fit into my plan, my portfolios that I have, and everything else that's kind of going on there. So kind of keep that in mind. And remember, stocks kind of come on and off this list all the time. I mean, some stocks in the past were obviously Meta when it was beaten way down, Google, Amazon, bunch of other stocks like that. Then they come off, and then a stock like Google hit on it last time after last earnings, after it got beaten down after the earnings call. And obviously that right there has made us a lot of money since then in between. So stocks come on and off all the time. That's okay. That's all part of it. Just keep in mind, these are the best stocks for me and my situation. I understand yours may be different. So please actually post me, what are you guys' top, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 stocks that you're looking to buy right now, and kind of give me the reason why you're looking to buy those stocks more importantly. All right. So stock number one is SoFi. I'm sure a lot of you guys guessed this one was one of the ones that was going to be on my list here. And right now it is actually above my price target for the stock, but it's close enough that I wanted to include it because although I've been able to add far more shares than I wanted of SoFi in the first place, I have more than a full position here. It's just, hey, it's one of the best places to me that I can put my capital at this stage, given everything that they're doing, given the fact they just turned profitable and they got beat down anyways. It happens. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to go on this crazy, Palantir style run to where, next year this time we'll be at $25. No, I don't think so. And if we were at that stage, we would be significantly overvalued. But considering they just turned profitable and therefore, the valuation looks a little bit rich in regards to earnings themselves. If you kind of look at some of the other metrics that you can look at, price to book, some of the other ones like that, they are actually quite below a lot of the other folks kind of in the fintech space that they're kind of, lumped in together with. So I really like the stock, really like what they're doing. Obviously, I think Noto and the team over there is just crushing it on all cylinders there. So obviously, if it gets down to my price target, I'm going to absolutely look to add even more shares to my position there because remember, share count is what matters in the end. And that's absolutely what I'm focusing on here with this pick in the first place. And the next round of buys that I'm getting ready to make happens tomorrow, and the $15 tier is going away this weekend. To see the buys that I would do if I started a portfolio from zero, which is exactly what the $250 portfolio challenge is all about, is watching me start from zero and building on a portfolio and how I would do it, starting basically just a few weeks ago, up all the way through till we hit 6 figures and beyond. That's exactly what this challenge is all about. And you get to see those buys in real time, and those prices are going up after this weekend. Same exact thing. I put a full membership on sale as well for you guys, just so that way you kind of see what you get with each one. If you're looking for more, you're looking to actually learn how to do diligence, actually see all my buy and sell alerts for all my stocks in real time. We've had a few buy alerts this week, just this week in regards to stocks. And you want that free coaching. You want to be able to use our stock analyzer tool for free, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there. Guys, there's so much involved in a membership. Just check out the pinned comment, see if a founder's tier membership, where you just see the $250 portfolio challenge, or a full membership is right for you. Just check it out. It's the pinned comment down there before the prices all expire this weekend and the price goes back up. So stock number 2 is Meta. That's right. Just like Google last quarter, this quarter, it was Meta's turn to take a stupid beatdown from Wall Street for really no good reason, despite great earnings. And so I brought Meta back on the list here. Now, granted, I needed no more Meta 5 years ago. But you want to give me Meta, at this stupid valuations we got in 2022, 2023, I'm going to absolutely take it. And looking at it now and given where the best places to put my capital to work right now, where I think I can earn more than 5%, which is what I'm getting out there in cash. And remember, once you get your money loops going and a lot of other things like that, we got courses on that and everything else and the membership there, but I know a lot of you guys are working on them outside of that. Whatever the case is, the point being, you guys are just working on your money loops and more money coming in. You'll have more money coming next month in order to buy the deals if there's different deals there next month. And for me, right now, it's one of the best places I can put money in order to earn more than that 5% over the next year is into Meta. So for me, I'm just starting basically a simple DCA there into Meta over the next month at least. And we'll see from there if I want to continue that or not. I have plenty of shares, but again, share count's what matters. And when Wall Street wants to get dumb and give me Meta, at a really, really cheap valuation, I'm going to buy the stock once again. If you don't think Meta has a long runway coming in the future, guys, you've not been paying attention. You obviously have not studied this company yet. They have a very long runway to go here. And so for me, I don't know when that's going to pay off. I don't know if that's, 2 years away, 3 years away. It's coming at some point in time here in the future. But in the meantime, we're just getting it on a discount once again for something silly. Wall Street just does that for whatever reason. So I'm going to continue to add shares of Meta on this current DCA. So next up, we have PayPal. Now, someone in my group posted this meme the other day in the PayPal room there, and it pretty much explains our feelings on PayPal. It just, you guys know it. It feels like we've been waiting forever on this stock to finally do something. It kind of did something there, kind of got started, kind of went back. And this right here is kind of what I want us all to keep in mind when it regards to PayPal. I agree. It has been disappointing so far. It has not moved although I didn't think it was going to go on like a Meta style run. I definitely thought it would move a little bit more than it has so far in regards to the movement up and the march up in regards to stock price there. I thought we would at least be up over the $70 mark or so in regards to the stock, but it hasn't happened yet. But what I have to do and what I have to keep in mind whenever I'm viewing these things is if during the greatest bull run in the history of the stock market, a stock like Apple can trade down for a year, year and a half or so, or flat for a year, year and a half, why is it so unreasonable to believe a stock that is at the beginning of a big turnaround and a big job that was not performing like Apple was during that time, but has performed less in a far more volatile market than the greatest bull run of all time? It's not unreasonable to think that stock could stay down for a year or two as well. So it's frustrating. It definitely is, but there are times there where it's just, hey, share count's what matters in the end. I have plenty of PayPal, but it's definitely a stock I'm going to look to add just a few shares here, a few shares there, and continue to take advantage because once again, I thought the earnings were very good. Not blown up, not NVIDIA earnings, obviously, but they were very good earnings that I'm very, very happy with. And so they continue to execute on the plan that Alex laid out. So for me, it's earned a little bit more of my dollars that's going to go towards PayPal this month. All right, so on to, I'll call it the controversial part of the list here. Some of you guys love these stocks. Some of you guys absolutely hate this stock. These two stocks, I don't know why. Just they kind of tend to be divisive in general. I won't say, well, one of them is definitely the most divisive stock in the stock market. The other one, they're trying to get there, we'll say, in terms of creating division among the, at least what I see in the comments there of the YouTube videos as I discuss these two different stocks. So let's jump into those next. So next up, we have Tesla. All right, now before we get rolling here and why I'm looking to buy more Tesla shares at this particular juncture, my video about the compensation package and all that sort of stuff, a lot of comments there, a lot of the, hey, Luke, why don't you think this? Luke, why don't you do that? I understand the point. I think if you took the video in totality and understood exactly what I'm saying, I'm not saying that I don't disagree with a lot of the points there that, hey, he earned it, he got there, that's exactly what it should be. I think the bigger point that I was trying to make was when you look back as to why the judge made the decision, and you guys know I keep politics completely out of everything, and when you think about what is a reasonable pay package and what isn't a reasonable pay package, I understand the other side of folks saying that's not a reasonable pay package. I try to view everything from all sides, not just my side that I think should or shouldn't happen. And more importantly, when you view things from all sides, you understand how a vote may go on future compensation packages. I mean, if it's ridiculous, but he earned it the first time, okay, great. And if obviously whether we like it or not, whether we think it's fair or not, a judge ruled the way that they did. Now we get a chance to relitigate or renegotiate that deal. And it's better for us as shareholders in the event it goes down. I'm not saying that's right or how it should be. I'm just telling you that's the reality that we're dealing with here. And more importantly, whenever we're looking out at the future deal, a prudent board that wants to avoid any sort of legal wranglings in the future is going to negotiate a very different deal the next time around that fits much more in line with what the typical standards are for pay for a CEO. I was not debating those points. And if you watched the video all the way through, you heard, hey, I think it's going to pass. I think this is going to be much ado about nothing. I don't think he's leaving regardless of whether it passes or not. And I'm not disagreeing with any of you guys. I'm just trying to present all sides there so that way we can understand both sides of the discussion here and understand not just for this particular scenario, but for the future scenario that's going to come up, right? I mean, essentially, I guess I don't know how it works exactly, but I'm guessing he essentially is working without a contract right now. So when that next contract comes up, these are some of the discussions that are going to have to be had in regards to coming up with a reasonable compensation plan that will pass a lot of the different wickets that are going to be required in the future there. So that's all I was trying to do with the video. But back to Tesla stock, you guys know I'm always ready to buy it. My price target right now is 142.69. I have plenty of Tesla. I was able to buy at 169.69 and at 142.69 the past couple of months here. So obviously I'm ready to deploy again if Wall Street wants to beat it down again. We do have a rough, couple of quarters coming up here. We have some headwinds coming ahead. A lot of the things that are going to be big revenue producers in the future, potential big revenues producers in the future, are not happening this year, guys. That's the reality of what we're looking at right now. Robotaxi, it could be a huge hit, but it's not happening this year. And so we got to kind of keep these things in mind, that things that are going to get announced and things that get us all excited about the future are not happening anytime soon. And Wall Street cares about the now, next quarter, maybe through the end of the year if we're lucky to get them looked that far. And that right there is what I'm trying to give you guys, is that view of what is Wall Street thinking? What is Wall Street going to do? And that's what I'm trying to give you, not where, how much is that worth? What should that be in the future? Well, one, with robotaxi, nobody knows yet. But two, it doesn't really matter in regards to where the stock price is going in the short term here. So that's right there is what I'm trying to give you. And obviously, I think Tesla's a great company. I believe in Tesla, obviously. And so if Wall Street wants to get it back down to my price target, I'll happily add more shares. And on to the last stock, and that would be Palantir. Look, I don't know about you guys, but Palantir has continued to have great earnings after great earnings. Again, they're not NVIDIA style earnings, but I do believe that we're getting a little bit of a discount here on Palantir. It's not great. It's not spectacular. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to tell me, hey, right now where it's at, that's fair value, I'd say, all right, that's a reasonable take on the stock right here. You know, I had it basically mid-20s at the end of the year here, so I'm not getting a lot of discount. I'm not getting a huge alpha on my money per se. But in the end, share count is what matters. And I think future years for Palantir are going to be where we see those really big numbers and gaudy numbers put up by Palantir in the future there. Now, I'm not talking about going to $500 in 5 years or anything crazy like that. But in regards to really making it a good gaining stock to where you feel great about buys right now at $20, $21, whatever the heck it's at, as opposed to, even if it dips down to 18, the point being share count's what will matter in the long run. And if we hit some of those longer targets, you'll be glad that you added shares here. So for me, Palantir's one. I'm just going to put it on a simple DCA for the next month here, kind of see what happens. Wall Street wants to get dumb. I'll DCA a lot heavier, especially if we get kind of down in that, $17, $18 range or so, because then I can say we're definitely down in undervalued territory there. And it's absolutely worth putting a lot more money into the stock at that stage. And remember, if you want to see all my buy and sell alerts on all of my accounts in real time, or you just want to see what I'm doing there in a $250 challenge, the sale ends this weekend, guys, just a few days for both tiers in my group. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there, see everything that you get, decide whether or not you just want to take the challenge with me, see all my buys just simply on that challenge, or if you want to see all the buys of the super investors and myself, and I'll be a part of the full Discord there where you see all those members' buys and sell alerts as well. Obviously, get my complete watch list with price targets, be able to take 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, get the free coaching, get everything that's involved in the group. Check out the pinned comment and see if a membership's right for you. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market, and click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.